MCM. We here at MCM Comic-Con Scotland are proud to present to you this evening the brilliant, the very multi-talented Mr. Troy Baker!
Guys, are we doing surgery? Can we kill these lights? Is that possible? I mean, I can, but I'm from Texas. Man, the story. Hello, Scotland. Hello, Glasgow. The story of getting to this night is an adventure. Normally this is where I walk out and I say something about, hey, I could bring the entire band here, and I walk you through this whole thing. But this is what I love about tonight. Every night is unique, and every day brings with it its own story. So everything, for the most part, you're gonna hear tonight is completely off the cuff and inspired by real events that have led up to the last 72 hours. So I was supposed to be here Thursday night. No, American Airlines said, no, you're gonna go Friday because we're canceling this flight. Cool, awesome. Let me back up. You might have noticed this. I could come up with a really cool story, but I'd rather be honest with you. Don't use a sharp knife when cutting avocados. 6 stitches. But let me tell you something. I have a favorite finger now. It's this one. Ask me how many times in a day, in a month, in a year before, that I paid attention to this pinky. Never. But when I'm sitting in that ER, and I look at the doctor and I go, I'm not gonna lose my finger. And he goes, no, you should be fine. And I said, man, it's really important. He goes, what are you, a concert violinist? And I said, no, but I gotta play like 2 shows back to back. And he goes, not that way, you're not. And I'm looking at this, and I'm going, I may lose my finger, and I may look like this for the rest of my life. And life deals you adversity, and it deals you problems, and it deals you pain to remind you, I love this finger. I love this. This is an awesome finger. Bony and broken and weird, but it's mine, and it's still here. And it took that night to remind me, I'm glad that this is still here. So tonight is gonna be a night about adversity. It's gonna be talking about pain. It's gonna be talking about why we're glad that we're all still here. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to play, and honestly, I still don't know, but I brought this out in faith, and I brought this as a backup. I've never done this before, so this is gonna be really cool. So I wish that I could bring everybody in the band here, but I can't, so I piled them all into a box and save for these 2 instruments sometimes. And if you'll indulge me, then we're gonna kind of walk through this album that we put out called Moving Around Bias. Are you guys cool with that? Yeah. Well, then our story begins in New York. Driving across the Brooklyn Bridge, from Brooklyn into Manhattan. I just finished visiting my friend Ashley Johnson. Yeah. She's an amazing person. She's the kind of person that wherever she goes, she changes things. She makes them better. They go from black and white into color, and from water into wine. I don't forget. You guys ready? Here we go. She turns water into wine. Have you ever had to break up with a friend? It's a different bag, baby. See, boyfriends, girlfriends, we go through life. We know we're not just gonna collect people behind us, but when you get to that friend that shouldn't be there anymore, and you have that conversation with them, that's rough. I experienced this when we were writing this record, and I really struggled with how to deal with it. And then one morning, I woke up, and this song came to me. And by the time I got out of bed, into the shower, into my car, drove over the hill and into the studio, the song was written. And Wayne Miller, our producer, said, "What do you want to work on today?" And I said, "This is how it ends. Not with a whisper, but a bang. A slamming doors and broken picture frames. Puffed up pride and called out names. Alright, so go. Pedal your wares on down the road. Your manufactured love will stop the show. For all the fools just passing by, who have yet to get wise. I never meant to break your heart. I only meant to speak the truth. Where we go from here, my dear, well, I'll leave that up to you. This is for the best, is what you say. Made of debt should claim must be repaid. Imaginary dragons waiting to be slain on narcissistic windmill rides. Doors and broken picture frames, puffed up pride and called out names. Alright, so go. Hey, your ways on down the road. Your manufactured love is steal the show. For all the fools just passing by. I didn't mean to break your heart. Sometimes the greatest pieces of art can be born out of pain. And loss reminds us of the gain. If I could only
only breathe, somehow find a better man in me, and I can take a step, give a damn before the world falls at my feet. If I could only see with all the other blind around me, and as we stumble on a crowded highway where she should be asleep, if I could only breathe, if I could only breathe, all that the world wants for me. You can only see all the light he shines inside me, all the darkest days and the brightest ways he calls to me across this ocean and sea. He can only see, he can only see all that the world wants for hell to be. I never get what I deserve. I never get what I deserve. I hope I never get what I deserve. I hope I never get what I deserve. Take what the world wants to me. I can only breathe.
Thank you.
I'm going back and forth. I'm trying real hard. I'd love to tell you what this song is about. Son of a bitch. Not gonna beat me. Wouldn't that have been great? It turns into a Who concert. I'd love to tell you what this song is about, but I figured I'd let a friend of mine show you instead. I might not be too well versed in philosophy, Say night, star sea. I see God in you in smile. At around 5 a.m. my name's gone, you give it in. All of my ridiculous cries. Oh, you look at me, and that way you do. I bring my lips close to you. Bring back the feelings you need. I've been digging my heels in, digging my heels in, digging my heels in this common ground. And I'm planting my flag, I'm planting my flag next to yours on this common ground. Come on, Scotland. My sword to stain from the battles won. Let's slip the dogs to the rising sun. Rest now, my sisters, while you can, and try to excuse from your promised land. Your father's peace is now at hand. Let's go. living off this bottle of wine. 15 minutes with you. So babe, sometimes all the reason that I gets lost in the absence of you. Tell me how to get through this. Tell me how to get over this. Living our time with you is worse than being without.
I was gonna share something with you. Isn't that playing? Ah. I'm gonna change something real quick. It's all right. Sydney's like, curses. There's a song on the album. Has anybody heard the album yet? Okay, 8 people. They're the ones that were screaming during Common Ground. There's a song that we did on the album called Unknown Caller. And it's this beautiful piano interlude if you've heard it on iTunes. But if you've heard the album, it's a whole other thing. And there's a great story that is written on the CD. And I'm not gonna be a jerk and not tell you about it, but I'm not gonna tell you about it. Because I want you guys to experience it as we did. Which was, it's like a fever dream. You just have to, look, if you want to get the CD, get the CD. If you don't. But if you want to have a really cool conversation starter, and like if you're ever on a first date and it's going a little south, play this song for your partner. And go to some cool places, because you'll find out real quick that it's a very revealing conversation about people. Are you in there? You getting that? Hey. I'm gonna give this one a go. This is one of my favorite songs on the record because, yeah, I'll tell this story. This one I'll tell. I went through a period of my life where I got very lonely and I was surrounded by people. Yeah, that's a lot of people, right? And for some reason, whatever it was almost like reverting back to being a child. I just did not want to be alone. And I would surround myself with people by any means necessary, including at night. And I fostered relationships with people just so I could have a body next to me in the bed. And so I wrote this song about it. And what's beautiful to me about that is that I can now look at that period of my life and understand what it was. And because of the people that have come into my life, it's now another thing. It's now something completely different. And it was one of my favorite songs to record on the album because everybody put their fingerprint on it. And yeah, it's one of my favorites. Damn it. You didn't hear that. No. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who'd that piss off?
Stay with me just until I fall asleep. I know it's late and you gotta go, but I don't wanna be alone. Stay with me for a little while, maybe sleep and make me smile. walk over me. Stay with me. Stay with me, just until I fall asleep. I know it's not there, you gotta go. I don't wanna be the one. Stay with me all the while. Baby, sleep, yeah, baby, smile. Oh, watch over me. 'Cause all the things I've tried to do, I've always seemed to fail me. I know. Every word we try to say has something good laid through it. And I'm falling faster than we can stand. You never know how much you show what I always needed to say. But it never comes out that way when you're lying there next to me, and I can feel you breathe. Stay with me. I'm asking you to stay. I want you to stay. I'm begging you, baby, to stay. Oh yeah, I said we can watch the sun come up together, baby. Promise you won't let. Here I'm stuck in traffic, stuck here in this traffic, turning on my radio. All I hear is static. All I hear is static coming through my radio, coming through my radio. To find you, to find you. coming through my radio, coming through my radio. After my grandmother died, I wrote a song for my grandfather. But before he had a chance to hear it, he went up to go and find her. And so now every time I play it for you. He keeps his memories in perfect little box, defines his existence with monetary files, curses missing buttons, the smallest little stain. He won't allow a sickness to feel the slightest pain. He's investing retirements inside, with drinks and old bullshit that only stares at night. Shuffles through his day-to-day in perfect bonds home, blissfully unaware the life he's never known until he sees her. He cries, oh, I am undone. I finally found something under the sun. Wakens in the morning now, 50 years ago, still breathing in her absence. In this bed he sleeps alone. He stares out two coffee cups with pomp and circumstance. A ritual he still observes the absent-minded dance. Lifts his glass to her picture hanging on the wall. Swears he still hears her voice coming down the hall. Walks in the dark, tells her of his day. He picks a flower for her head and continues on his way until You guys digging this? I got a few more for you. A few years ago, we put out a record called Sitting in the Fire. And now we've had some time and distance between us and that record. And it's amazing the perspective that can bring. And coupled with the opportunity to literally go around the world and talk to people who have heard these songs and to hear from them what these stories have meant has changed these songs forever for me. I forgot to bring it with me, but one of the stories that I heard, I played a show in Australia, and the next day a girl comes up to me and says, I wanted you to know that I was at your show last night, and you played this one song, and it really meant something to me. I was like, thank you, that means a lot to me. And she said, normally I would go home, and I would go into my room, and I would light a candle, turn off the lights, and I would do my nightly ritual. I would hurt myself. But last night, I didn't. Because your song, that ritual was my religion, it's what I did, and now I have a new religion. And I got to see her again 2 years later, and she came up to me and she said, I wanted to give you something. And she looked different, she was lighter, she smiled. And there's a lot of distance between her and that ritual and that religion. And she said, I wanted to give you this. And she hands me this small silver case, has a little compass on it. I carry it with me every time we play. And in this were the instruments of her self-harm. And she says, I don't need this anymore. I had a religion, and now I have a new one. And that song has forever been changed for me because of that. So. Put the needle down. She came in through the window, spinning round and round. This is how I feel. And the sound fills my soul like a sun shining through my window. Let it flow all through my veins. This is my religion. This is my religion. Sky is the land. Put the needle down, down. Put the needle This is our religion. We have run out of time. Oh, hush. You all want to go drinking just as much as I do. What I hope you walk away with tonight, as I stare at my favorite finger, is the reminder that I could have called it off. I could have said no. Could have said, this got the better of me. My finger hurts right now, but it's okay. It's okay. And now I have a story to share to you. And when you have adversity in your life, when you have pain, that's stupid, that makes no sense. Avocado. Come on. Not saving a busloads of nuns that was on fire. Avocado. Stupid. Pain that makes no sense can be a story that you can share to others that hopefully somehow impacts and resonates and inspires them. This is why I do this at cons. This is as much therapy for me as it is an evening for you guys. So even if you weren't here, my man, I thought you were gonna be the only one here tonight, and I was cool with that. The fact that you guys, and you too, hush, you were paid to be here, shut up. It's my dad back there, by the way. I'm joking. The fact that you guys gave up your night, means a lot to me. That you chose to spend an hour with me when you could have gone home. Some people change their transportation just to be here. Means a lot to me. And it's this culture that I love more than anything. I love our nerds, because I'm a nerd, man. When it all comes down to it, you can throw a hat and some fancy boots on this dude, but I am still a cartoon watching, video game playing, comic book reading, Dungeons and Dragons playing nerd. I got beat up when I was a kid. I got made fun of. I was awkward. And out there in the world, I still feel weird. I still feel like I don't belong. But when I come in here and I see people that, man, Reese. But I see people that come up and they go, I'm about to make the boldest, bravest, I'm gonna be me. And the rest of the world can burn. That inspires me. You inspire me, bro. You inspire me. Yeah, man. Dude. And this is like, I know him. Because like, I have a friend in Scotland. That makes me feel cool. Yeah. Out there, we're awkward. Out there, we're weird. And here, we belong. We belong. Oh, get your shit together, Baker. A. Better? That's what I was waiting on. I didn't mess up, I was just... When you weren't here before, and look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. You're so special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice, and I'm not around. You're so special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, she's running again. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, 'cause you're so special. You're so fucking special. And we're all creeps. Yeah, we're all weirdos. What the hell are we doing here? We all belong here. We all belong here. Love you guys, man. Thank you so much. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the brilliant Mr. Troy Baker! Keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Give it one more round of applause. You certainly deserve that. That was a fantastic performance. Do we want one more? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Troy's give one more.
I wasn't being a prick. I really thought we were done. I'm wedded to the choice now, aren't I? I don't know if I can do this or not. Give me a second to figure it out. It's gonna be a really shitty version, but I want to play this song. Is that okay? The spirits have spoken.
Wait, here in this desperate fleeting time, the consequences soon will all rush in. I'm caught between the walls of wanting and my worst desires. These balustrades I've said wear within.
Can you do it?
Me?
Yeah.
I can give it a go.
Come on. Come on then. See if we can't play it together. Earlier he showed me, is this dead or is this live?
Just like you said, this might be an awful version, but I'll give it my best.
It's way better than mine, brother. There you go. G.
to glow.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Troy Baker and Morgan!
One of your own guys to take good care of them. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.